Hey everybody, welcome to Muscle Car Campy. Today's video is outside the realm of what we usually do on this channel, but it's going to be a benefit to a much wider audience. With the average car on the road today being over 13 years of age, the one thing they all have in common as they get older, the headlights start to turn yellow, they start to haze over. This is due to the polycarbonate plastic lenses and the UV rays from the sun. As much as we love our old classic muscle cars, we usually don't drive them every single day. For that we have some kind of modern muscle car, Camaro SS, a Hemi something or other, or in the case of Muscle Car Campy here, the 2009 Pontiac G8 GT. And this is a problem I ran into with my G8. I've been constantly cleaning them using all kinds of different car care products over the years, but frankly, they all seem to have one thing they were missing. When you sand off the old stuff off of them and you get down to that clear plastic again, you need some kind of protection. Otherwise, the sun's UV rays will get to them and they'll just start hazing over again. One other problem my car has is, prior to me taking ownership, one of the previous owners kind of tried to do their own headlight cleaning and they left some permanent scratches and swirls in the headlights. Really botched them up. And if you go to an auto parts store, you could be bombarded with all the headlight repair kits on the shelves. But one thing most overlook is you will be removing whatever is left of your light's UV protective coating, and most of these kits don't give you anything with which to replace it. That's why I wanted to give this headlight restoration kit from Jack's Wax a shot on my 2009 Pontiac G8 GT. Not only does it have everything I need to clean them up, but it includes a graphene coating to protect them from ultraviolet rays afterwards. After washing the car to get it clean, the next step was to mask off the headlights. We want to do this so when we start using this sandpaper, the 1500 grit, 2000 and 3000 grit sandpaper, we don't accidentally start messing up the front end of the car. It's already got enough scratches in it and road rash from. The first step of this process is to clean these headlights. Pour some of the Jack's Wax Oxidation Remover. Clean up these headlights. We're going to go back and forth in a smooth motion, just back and forth, no circles. You want to be straight and linear as possible. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, so far I like what I see. A lot of this oxidation on top here is coming off. Wow, a lot of it's coming off, so this is a good sign. Definitely a good sign. And pour a little more on. You can see it's really brown on the cloth. It's pretty disgusting. So we're just going to keep going here, see how far we can get with this. Just do our little thing here. And like I said, we can see where the previous owner really mucked this stuff up pretty good. Nothing you can do about it now. That's just life in the big city, I guess. When you're buying used, you weren't buying new. You got to put up with previous owners' mess ups. And just like when you're waxing a car, I'm going to do this in a second here. Keep going with this for a minute. But I'm going to rotate the towel. Use the other side as well, because same as when you're waxing a car, you want to clean the car the way it's supposed to, using a clean towel. So we're looking good so far. You can still see where there's a lot where that sandpaper is really going to come in handy in a few minutes. So, but we're getting there. We're definitely getting there, making inroads. Now that we're on this headlight, and it is truly awful, we flip the towel again, get a clean spot where there's no residue from the previous headlight. So just going to squeeze some on here. Look at that, a lot of it coming off, a lot of that stuff coming off right away. That's a beautiful thing. Like I said, these headlights when you're driving, it's been really hard to see lately. It's crazy when you put them on at night. There's so much coating on them that it really makes it difficult to drive at night. All right, now we've done each headlight like 3 times with the oxidation remover, so we're gonna squirt them down a little bit. And next thing we're gonna do is we've got the 1500 grit pad on here. That's your heaviest pad, and we're gonna go in straight lines again, back and forth, to make sure that we get all the oxidation off. And there's, like I said, a lot of just a lot of scratches and bad stuff on these. You know, one thing you want to constantly do, just keep adding water. You don't want this to get, you know, leave permanent scratches in your lights. Making a lot of progress here. You can still see some marks in here that just are really in deep. Somebody really messed these up a long time ago. I don't know who. I wish I could meet that person and give them a sock in the nose, because creating a lot more work for me here tonight. One thing they do give you 2 1500 discs, I guess because they realize that that's going to be the toughest thing you do, is getting all the heavy duty scratches and everything out of here. So I'm going to use this one for the driver's side. Then when I switch over to the passenger side, I'm going to use yet another one. I think that'll really help. All right, we've put the 2000 grit pad on. We're gonna soak this with some water and get going here. Get this down to a little bit finer look. We're down to the next to last step, and that is using the 3000 grit paper on here, sand everything off the headlights. Then we're going to the graphene. There is one step we did overlook. On a day like this, beer. It is your friend. It will relax you, cool you off a little bit, and make the whole process a lot easier. So, cheers everybody. Thanks for subscribing to Muscle Car Camping. Anyway, so we're gonna shoot some water on here again, get this nice and wet, and go to the 3000 grit paper. Now they say in the instructions that this could take the longest, about 5 to 10 minutes per headlight, and because it is fine, and that's okay, you know. This kit I bought at an NMCA show, and it was $40, so that is a bit of a, you know, it's not an insignificant sum for a car care product, but if it does work the way it looks like it's working, you know, it's a lot more money to invest to buy all new headlights. I mean, they're not cheap at all. And now comes the fun part, putting the graphene on. You're supposed to put one coat on, let it dry, and then you add a second coat and let that dry for a few hours before you get the car wet again, wash the headlights. But I'd say it's pretty easy process. A lot of elbow grease. Anything worthwhile usually is. So we're gonna try the graphene now. So sit tight. Pretty soon we'll know what this is gonna look like. Oh my, what a difference. Boy, it's really covering up all the sanding marks and all the marks that were on here from before. Wow, it's doing just what it says it would do. Holy cow. Put some more on here. Said a thick coating is perfectly fine. The graphene is designed to fill in any spots that linger, any sanding marks. And there's certainly, this car, it's actually looks like it's filling in some of the really bad spots from the butchery of the previous owner. So that's making me, Muscle Car Campy, a very, very happy guy. Alright, let's let that dry now. We'll head over to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, now it's time for the second coat. This is really amazing how it filled in all the scratch marks. Like I said, there's a little bit of area here where the other guy butchered these, but the rest of the headlights look ridiculously way better. So I'm going to just keep adding another coat as the instructions ask for. And I got to tell you, it looks like a different car. I am just absolutely flabbergasted, and people who know me will tell you I don't flabber easy. So when you compare where we were before to where we are now, I mean, it is totally different headlight. Look at that, it looks brand new. Amazing accomplishment. Took me a couple of hours to do it. These headlights were really awful shape, and now I don't feel the burning desire anymore to go out and buy new headlights. I can actually think I'll be able to see when I drive the car at night. As you can tell, we're pretty excited about the results from the Jax Wax Graphene Headlight Restoration Kit. It really did the job. The 3 sanding steps, the graphene, everything made the headlights look, if not like new, pretty darn close. Now the graphene should protect it for up to 6 months. We'll go back in a couple of months, check it out, make sure it's still working as advertised. We may reapply it in 6 months to see if it's going, but so far so good. Please don't forget, subscribe to Muscle Car Campy, ring the bell so you get notified when a new video is going live, and we'll see you soon.